Evening, boys. Welcome to Cop Talk, Champions League preview, and just we'll quickly touch on Sunday as well because we can't not touch on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, look, I'll start anyway. I was at the ground, I was at the game, and the euphoria that was going around the stadium when Villa was scoring goals, yeah. I've never experienced an atmosphere like that in any football match ever. I mean, the atmosphere, and I've been in some great atmospheres. Liverpool-Roma back in the day when Houllier came back from his heart surgery and we won 2-0 against Fabio Capello's Roma. That was an unbelievable atmosphere. I've been in the Liverpool-Man City Champions League recently when we beat them 3-0. That was amazing. Man United games, the last couple of Man United games when we beat them. But this was something different. And it wasn't even like this 3 years ago when we played Wolves. Because, yeah, Brighton went ahead. And then we thought they'd gone 2-0 up. And then Man City had scored and then Man City just run away with the game. So it didn't really matter. You know, it wasn't like this Sunday. This Sunday, wow. I mean, and you know what I've been saying? Some of the my friends, like the Arsenal boys, saying, well, you know, it's not a great season. You only had a domestic cup double and all that. Listen, let me say one thing about this Liverpool team. This, to me, is right up there with the best Liverpool teams of all time. And I don't care about the trophies. I don't care. For the sheer excitement, the dynamic football, the moments of joy they give the fans this season and over the last 4 seasons is it's unbelievable. I've not experienced anything like this. And I'm going back to the 80s team of Rush, Beardsley, Aldridge, Barnes. You know, what a great side that was. Fantastic team, which won trophies, Premier Leagues consistently. But this is a different era. And I think it's unfair to judge the teams against the other teams. But this team it stands up to any Liverpool team that's ever gone before, ever, in my opinion. You know, and I'm so proud of them. And I want the trophies, yes, obviously. I want it more, not even for me as a fan, but just for the players. They deserve it for the level of football, the consistency that they play at, the high level that they play at every week for a whole season. It's just unreal. And if you think about this, so far this season, we've lost 3 games. 3 out of 62 games. That's ridiculous. I mean, if you look at all the other teams, no other team is close to that figure. None. Not Bayern Munich, not Real Madrid, not Man City. No other team is close to that figure. So, you know, I'm just, wow. I just don't know what to say. It's just amazing. It's an amazing season. I really hope we win, obviously, on Saturday. I think the players deserve that. And it would be an amazing party as well. And it will just shut up all those people that say, oh, you need trophies, you need the trophy. You know, I'm sick of that argument. Because for me, I think this is a fantastic team and great players. And yeah, anyway. But yeah, on Sunday, it was just to take a 38-game Premier League season down to the last 5-6 minutes and still be in it. That's hardcore, mate. Let me tell you, that's like, wow, you know. Anyway, what do you think, Dodzy?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with you, really. I think even Man City said it after you see the emotions of Pep Guardiola after their game. They know we've pushed it to the wire, and yeah, they you got to remember we've kept one of the best teams in the world to the last game, which is what they are. got hats off to them. They've done well, but we pushed them to the wire, and they know they're drained. In fact, they're more bothered about what we're doing rather than worried about what they're doing. So hats off to them. I'm proud. I mean, I'm beating at home again for another
Yeah.
season. Amazing, especially after last season. It just goes to show what we can do. If we had the finishing and these little odd draws that we had, look, we would have, destroyed them. But hey, another year we go again. It's just amazing to be in every competition.
And I think as well, the key thing is that we're going to be going again next season.
Yeah,
we're going to be up there again. There's no doubt about it in my mind. We're going to be challenging again. And I think if Liverpool this next season can focus on winning at least the home games against their rivals, it's all right. We didn't lose to any of the top four, right? We didn't lose to any of them, but we didn't win any of these games. And that's the key. You have to win those home games. If we'd have beat Chelsea or Man City, one of them, we'd have won the league.
Spurs.
Or Spurs, yeah. But yeah, anyway. Karim, what do you reckon, mate, on the finale?
On the finale, well, I look at it back from like last season where we've had so many injuries, so many obstacles we've had to go against. And to be able to come back from that, not only just like compete in the league, compete in every competition there is, and to get to the end of every competition. So you can't doubt a team like that that's competing in every front and not backing out from any competition. Like we mentality monsters, they put something in front of us and we dealt with it, right to the end. And it's only because of Rodri's, whether it's a referee's decision, that should have been given a handball, whether it's the Chelsea game that we didn't take advantage of the 10 men for for 70 minutes or 65 minutes, little things like that. But to be able to come back with 2 domestic trophies, to be in a Champions League final, to run the league to the last day, and have
not just the last day, the last 5 minutes. The last day.
And it's only because, for me, I feel like there's a bit of injustice for that final day. You've got an Aston Villa side, that's played on Thursday, and then you've got the champions preparing a whole week for one game. The odds are stacked against us, and you've got, you knew at one point Aston Villa were going to fade away. To be able to give us that, to bring it to the last 10 minutes or 5 minutes, amazing, you know what I mean? But I just feel like little things like that need to be looked at. How comes they're playing, like, we've played more games than any other team in the Premier League. And yet, you know what I mean? It comes to a team that's 13th in the league to play on a Thursday, only get 4 days rest and go again against the best team in the world. I feel like some things like that need to be looked at, I feel like there's a bit of advantage, and then there's someone like Pep Guardiola saying the whole world wants us to win. Hold on. It's like there's bigger forces,
Yeah. Well, I tell you who didn't want us to win was the referees, was the Everton fans, the Man City fans, the Man United fans, a lot of Arsenal fans that I know. I think there's quite a few people that didn't want us to win. So, yeah, I think Pep's overstated the bias towards Liverpool just a little bit. But listen,
he's going to say anything to motivate his team, isn't he?
Yeah, like you say, credit to Man City. They deserved it. They won the league. That's it. We can't think about it anymore. It's done. But next year, we just know what we got to do. And I think this Liverpool team will do it. So, I have every faith we'll challenge next year again and give them another very hard season. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for us, mate, this season, Man City would have been 20 points clear of everyone else. And how boring would that have been, you know? So
most people would have cancelled their Sky subscription at probably March, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We kept them honest, at least.
They kept them honest. We got their money's worth, didn't
they? Yeah. Okay, so that's the Premier League. Very disappointing at the end, but it was a great day. It was a great atmosphere, just like unbelievable. I mean, I'm telling you, when I say I've never experienced an atmosphere like there was in Anfield during that game, never. It was amazing. It was unreal. It really was. Grown men crying, people sitting next to me crying. You know, it was just like, wow, unbelievable, amazing. I love the tribute to Divock Origi as well. Just quickly, I wanted to add on that. Yeah. That was classy, you know. And yeah, he is a legend. I don't care what anyone says. The impact he's had in certain games and in our season, you know, over the last few years. But for that injury he suffered against Everton in Klopp's first season, but for that injury, I'm telling you, we would have seen a different Origi, mate. Yeah, because he was never the same after that injury.
Yeah, he was a monster. He was
never, and before that injury, he was on fire. I mean, I remember Klopp was picking him over Sturridge, and Sturridge was considered the best striker in our team, but Klopp was picking Origi over him. So yeah, listen, it's a chapter finished for him, but good luck to him. And I know all Liverpool fans wish him well. So moving on to the business of the Champions League final, Real Madrid, Saturday. What do we think, man? Karim, go on. You go first, man.
What do I think? Well, you got an experience. We're up against a very experienced side. You know, they've been there, they've done it, and it's just the one game. I feel like the 50. I don't think it's like, you know, where that it's going to be a tough game. I don't think that we're there that much ahead of them. You know what I mean? I think one mistake we could be out of it as well. We've got Ancelotti who knows how to play against Liverpool. Always give us a hard time, whether it's like from Napoli those days. So it's going to be a tough game. We've got to be really on it. Hopefully we've got Fabinho back and Thiago. I'm not sure what their injuries are like at the moment, but I do think, you know what, as a Liverpool fan, you've got to be optimistic. You know what I mean? We've done so well. The Premier League, we've got to rely on the Premier League intensity. But they've been there and done it. You know what I mean? They've knocked out Chelsea and they've beaten Man City. You know what I mean? So they know how to compete against Premier League teams. So it's going to be a tough game. Hopefully, there's no Ramos.
If you look, sorry, Karim. If you look at the Chelsea and Man City games that they won, they were dead and buried in those games. And they have won right at the end. So that gives me some hope to say that if Liverpool play their game, we will beat them. Because I don't think they can handle Liverpool in full flow. I don't think they can. Because, look, we showed what we could do against Man City in that semi-final. When we play football, that's what we do. Against Chelsea in the FA Cup final, in that first half, we should have been 2 or 3 up before Chelsea came back into the game. Yes, Chelsea came back into the game. It was a close game in the end, yes. I'm not saying that Chelsea didn't play well and didn't deserve to score as well. But it would have been very different if Diaz had scored when he was through on goal twice. You know what I mean? So, yeah, listen, I think if we play our game, we're gonna give them a very tough game. And it's going to be interesting to see if they can handle it. Sorry, Karim, you were saying that.
I just feel like, you know, because you got an Ancelotti, a Champions League specialist. You know, he loves these European competitions. He's been there and done with like whether it's AC Milan, whether it's Real Madrid, you know, he knows how to compete in Europe. So it's gonna be a very, very, very tough game. And then you got like Benzema, who's probably going to be winning the Ballon d'Or as well, and he's on fire. He scored he scored 2 against Man City. He scored 3 against Chelsea. We've got, you know, Van Dijk's going to be a busy man that day. We've got to make sure we're on it, you know.
Yeah, and they got pace as well in attack. They got Vinicius. That Rodrigo.
See,
they got some quick players up front as well.
He'll be up against Robertson. Robertson's got a mistake in him now and again, you know. Sometimes we get caught too, you know, with our fullbacks too far forward. It's going to be a game of chess for me. I feel like the game's a lot more closer than what the bookies are saying it is. But I feel like we will do it. If we play our game, if we turn up the game like we turned up against, like, when the League Cup against Man City, yeah. But if we, let's say, we turn up against like we did against, let's say, Villarreal, yeah, it could be a tough game. Or Inter Milan, the second one, you know what I mean? The second game.
Yeah, but we lost that game, but we should never have lost that game. I mean, we hit the crossbar, each post, you know, we were so unlucky in that instance.
You've got to be clinical.
Yeah. No, but we can't afford to miss those chances in this game.
Yeah, you hear how they're getting motivated, though, isn't it? With Salah's revenge talk.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's enough to psych them up now. They want our blood.
What, Real Madrid?
Yeah. Valverde, apparently.
Yeah, they can try. But this Liverpool team knows how to win as well. So,
yeah.
And I think that's the key. The last time we played Real Madrid, Liverpool hadn't won anything under Klopp. Yeah? They hadn't won anything.
I feel like that was targeted. I feel like Salah was targeted that day.
Yeah, I felt that at the time as well. But listen, you know what? This Liverpool team, it's 4 years later and quite a few trophies later as well. So we've got experience now. This team, this group of players knows how to win. And that's key. That's going to be key in this game. Real Madrid, yeah, they know how to win. And some of these players have won 4 Champions Leagues. Yeah. So, yes, know how to win as well. But so do we now. So it's going to be different. It's not going to be, they're not taking on rookies now. You know what I mean? Which is what they were doing back in 2018. So that's what I think. Dodzy, what do you reckon?
I think we've got to show them respect, because they are the governors at this. We've seen what they can do, but we've got to play our game. It's our last game that we've got for a while now. They've all got to go 100%. I'm try and have a plan B for this. I don't like this high line business, especially against these lot. They will abuse that. Just be on the ball. Everyone's got to be on the ball for the day, and I think they will be. I think after that season or the end of that league campaign, I think there's a lot of hunger for winning another trophy. So long as they've got that hunger and they put it on the pitch, be a bit more clinical, I think we'll be okay. But I'm looking forward to it, to be fair. I think it's going to be a good game. I like it when teams play us, not defend. So that's what I'm hoping. It's going to be a nice, active game.
Yeah, and I think they will attack us. They'll think they can win. Why not? They're a great side, you know, great players, great manager. They'll definitely think they can win it. I mean, they were wearing T-shirts after the semi-final saying number 14.
Yeah.
So they believe they can win. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
And I think we just got to be at it, like you said, and we need big performances from Salah, Mane, Diaz.
Yeah.
Diaz. I want Diaz to have a big game, and I think he will do. And I think Trent is going to be key, both defensively and creatively. He's going to have a big say in this game.
Yeah.
You'll see. Yeah, looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. What do you think the midfield's going to be? I mean, Fabinho, by all accounts, is going to be fit. Thiago, they reckon, if not fit to start, he'll be on the bench.
You got to go with Keita, ain't you, Fernando? You got to.
Yeah, you have to, because Keita's got those legs. You know what I mean? He's got the. He might go with Milner though. You might put Milner in there.
No, don't. Milner, when you're 3-0 up and you want to control it and keep the calm, you bring Milner on. You want to go at it now. So you got. I think Keita is the one. You got to put Keita on. Hendo to control that bit and let Keita let him go.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a goal in him. He's got a shot in him, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely, man. So, I mean, I'd
for
play Keita, but I'm just thinking Klopp.
It's
And what about the
defensive
backs?
movement. Yeah. I'll go Canate.
Yeah, I thought Canate as well for the Champions League, because he's played in all the Champions League games. But
Pace.
he's got pace as well, so I think he will play him. But I think there's a little worry over Canate, because in the Wolves game, he missed that header for their goal, their first goal, the goal they scored. He should have got that, you know? And I'm just thinking, is Klopp thinking Matip for the final, you know? I don't know. I think the pace of Canate will be key. And I think he's got to play him, because having Canate, Van Dijk, Robertson and Trent, then all of those defenders have got a bit of pace. All of them.
You say that, but Matip, the way he comes in through the midfield, you know, taking on players, you know, so taking out, like, you know, going through the middle line and taking out players at the game. I think he brings a different kind of attribute to the game.
Can't do that on Saturday. You need someone who's going to be there, because anyhow we lose the ball, you need someone to be at the back running. And I think Canate, for me, is the one, because Matip's got a little mistake in him every now and again. You can't afford to. He won't be able to catch them if they run at us.
Look, let's be honest. Every player's got a mistake in them. Even Van Dijk, you know, they've all got. I mean, it's no disrespect to Matip, but I just think
at times, isn't it?
Yeah. Back. I just think that pace will be important. But yeah, like you say, I know Klopp likes Matip. He trusts him. And Matip is a fantastic player. He's had a fantastic season. He scored some important goals for us as well. I don't know. It's a tough decision, man. It really is, because there's look, Van Dijk's got to play. So Van Dijk's in. It's one from Canate or Matip. And it's a tough call. You know, if you're looking just at the pace, to have a bit of backup pace so that they don't target just one side, because what normally happens is when Matip plays and a high line, teams target the side that Matip's on, because they know they've got Trent, who's always far up, and Matip, so they normally know there's space there. But if you've got Canate in there, that might change the dynamic of the attack, and they may have to go Van Dijk side sometimes as well. So that might give a little respite to Trent. I don't know, man. That's a tough call, man.
It's tough, man. Even the front line. Who are you going with? Mane, Salah and Diaz?
Yeah.
Firmino,
No. Mane, Salah, Diaz. No. Mane, Salah, Diaz.
Yeah, he's got a goal in him. We need to goal in the second half. You know, he can do that. Better
I would probably put Diaz, but Klopp could go Firmino, Mane, Salah. He could do that and have Diaz on the bench to come on after 60 odd minutes. Yeah, so that's another. Listen, man, it's an intriguing.
It's a very tactical, because he might want another midfield. You know, it depends on that.
Yeah, and Firmino will do that work in the midfield, give us that extra body in there at times. You know. And he's capable of dropping back there, winning the ball, and releasing Mane or Salah. So, again, it's tough. I mean...
he was outstanding against Wolves, wasn't he, Firmino? He was really good.
Well, no, hold on. When he came on, he was terrible for about 10 minutes. I mean, he just lost the ball every single time he had it.
I know.
So, I don't know.
It was a game before, isn't it? It was a game before.
Yeah. No, I think an interesting call. He could change if he changes the formation of the team, so he has the 4 at the back, and then he has Fabinho and Henderson. Fabinho and Henderson, midfield, like screen. So 4-2. 1, Firmino behind Salah, Mane, Diaz.
Yeah, well, that might work.
Now that's a bold selection. I don't think he'll do that, but I mean that. Then what you've got is basically you're saying to those 4. I'd be saying, look, to the Firmino and the front 3, you guys stay there and do your thing, and the other players, you don't pass the halfway line, my friend. You stay here. Yeah. Keep the door closed. Let's attack them with these guys. But we'll see. We'll see. We don't play like that anyway. But look, anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be intriguing. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's it.
Just enjoy it.
I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic for the win.
Real Madrid hasn't they've been resting their players for 3 weeks now, so we don't even know what kind of style they're going to come up with.
That might go against it as well, because obviously I like the momentum going. Keep the momentum going. Remember, having a rest sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes when you rest for that long, then you lose that rhythm. I mean, I know these are professional athletes, and they're going to be super fit anyway. They're not going to be caught cold, but Liverpool have had the last 3 weeks, I don't know how many games we played, but every game has been a final. Every game has been must win, everything on the line. And yes, he's rotated the squad a bit. So I think that's kept some of these top players fresh, like Van Dijk's had a rest. Fabinho's had a little rest. Salah, Robertson. He's rested. He's been quite smart what he's done with the squad, you know. So listen, I think it's there for the taking. It's going to be tough, but I think we can do it. And I'm praying and hopeful and everything that we'd get it. And it kind of like will shut up all these other fans. Hell, you need the trophies. You need the trophies, you know. But not for me, they don't need it. But just, I don't want to hear no crap about this Liverpool team, because this is one of the great Liverpool teams of all time.
Look,
you know?
it's still heads up. We've won 2 trophies, and if anything, we've lost to 2 of the best teams in the world.
Yeah.
Who else can do that? You can't do it, so shut up.
No, I get that, but you know, like, it's not for bragging rights to the arse. I don't care what they say, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's just the players to get that reward for their hard work and the quality they've delivered this season. That's what I want for them, you know.
They deserve it.
This thing is like, it's going to be the transfer window as well. If we're like to lose one of them, what a way to lose one of them. If it was going to be Mane or Salah or one of them, you know, to finish with 3 trophies, you know what I mean, with something to, you know, walk away proud with, you know what I mean? So, because we don't know what's in the corner, isn't it?
That's another show, my friend, the transfer window and end of season. Next week, brother. Next week. All right, then. Listen, guys. I'm sure we're going to talk on Saturday and after Saturday. So let's keep the faith, keep believing. And I'll see you guys on the other side, my friend.
See you later, everybody.
Take care. See ya.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for coming on.